Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to a new episode of NBA Got Game TV. And of course, thanks for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the long and crazy career of Shaquille O'Neal and take a second look on how good the big fella actually was. Starting with his days with the Orlando Magic with Penny Hardaway, Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, and Horace Grant, to his days with Kobe Bryant with the Los Angeles Lakers, and of course, the years with the Miami Heat. But before we start with this video, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Also underneath the video, you will see a link to the Facebook page. Likes are really appreciated. And I would say, without any more blah blah, let's get into it. Shaquille O'Neal was born on the 6th of March in 1972, Newark, New Jersey. Because of his stepfather's career in the military, the family left Newark to live at the military base in Germany and later in Texas. After graduating from high school, Shaq attended Louisiana State University. There he became a countrywide phenomenon with a clear future in the NBA.
7'1", nearly 300 pounds, yet only weeks beyond his 19th birthday, LSU sophomore Shaquille O'Neal is already being heralded as one of the top centers in the universe. The son of an Army drill sergeant, Shaquille was raised on Army bases throughout the U.S. and Europe. The family settled at Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio. The Shaq went to Cole High School and led his team to 68 wins in 69 games over 2 seasons. And it is to San Antonio where Shaquille returns during LSU's spring break, and that's where we hooked up with him and his close-knit family. While father and son have pledged their collegiate allegiance to LSU, what about an early entry to the pros?
When we first went to school, everything was go to school, get education. Now that Shaquille's a fairly good basketball player, everybody now is saying dump school and go to the NBA. Why? I don't understand that. Because the money isn't everything. Because of the publicity, that's not everything. It's a job he's going to. If he don't play, if he goes to the NBA and can't do what they expected him to do, where's he going to be at?
After one more year in college, it was clear that Shaq wanted to take his talents to the NBA.
Now, with our live coverage of the NBA Draft Lottery, here's Bob Costas.
In some years, it's not exactly clear which player will be taken with the first pick. Not so this time. Barring the unforeseen, the first selection will almost certainly be LSU's Shaquille O'Neal.
I, Shaquille O'Neal, after careful deliberation, have decided to forego my senior year of eligibility at LSU. I feel that in my heart, it's time for a change and it's time for me to move on.
I knew about the 7-foot beast coming out of LSU.
O'Neal to the basket. That's frightening. That's scary.
Look how big this dude is. You don't find many guys at 7'1" that's mobile like that, athletic like that.
Blocked by O'Neal. What a play! Swatted away that time by O'Neal.
I think he's the best player we have, other than Michael Jordan, of course.
Oh, baby! That's the arrival of Akeem the Dream Olajuwon in an LSU uniform.
With the first pick in the 1992 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic selects Shaquille O'Neal from Louisiana State University.
As he said, what, me, the first pick? He walks into the arena, 8,000 fans in here, cheering the first selection, 7-1.
the Orlando Magic finally had their own superstar. The expectations couldn't be any higher, but Shaq was not going to disappoint.
Tonight, the debut of perhaps the most heralded rookie in the NBA in quite some time, number 32, Shaquille O'Neal. This building has been rocking for the last 30 minutes, and you'll see it right here. Burton lowers the shoulder, that's rejected, falling away, won't go, rebound O'Neal. He's going to put it on the floor again. No look to Burry.
Is he 7 foot or what? I mean, my goodness.
The Orlando Magic seemed to be the team of the future, making a finals appearance just to come short against the Houston Rockets. The following year, the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan were simply unstoppable with a 72-10 record, sweeping the Orlando Magic in the playoffs, and after that season, Shaquille O'Neal left the Magic and signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. In his 4 years with the Orlando Magic, Shaq averaged 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. Larry Beal here in the ESPN studios in Connecticut. We're breaking into programming right now to bring you a live news conference about to take place in Atlanta, at which Shaquille O'Neal is expected to announce that he has signed a 7-year, $120 million contract to join the LA Lakers.
Jack spins. Oh, the extra move, he dunked it.
It took the Los Angeles Lakers a while to become the #1 team in the NBA, 4 years to be precise. But in the year 2000, Shaq won his first NBA championship. And this season, Shaq averaged 30 points a game, 14 boards, and 3 blocks. Incredible. In total, Shaq stayed for 8 years with the Los Angeles Lakers and won 3 championships. At this time, Shaq was the most dominant force the NBA has seen in a long time. If it was up to Shaquille O'Neal, he would have stayed with the Lakers for the rest of his career. But as we know, his icy relationship with Kobe Bryant was the reason why he had to leave. He then joined the Miami Heat to pair up with Dwayne Wade. There again, he won a championship, but he wasn't the go-to guy of the team anymore, but a second option. After 2.5 seasons with the Miami Heat, Shaq became what you call a ring chaser, playing for the Phoenix Suns, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and finally with the Boston Celtics. As he got older, he wasn't as dominant as he used to be, but still he was one of the better bigs in the game.
After 19 years, I'm announcing my retirement from professional basketball. It is now time for me to begin my new life.
Look at the resume there, the 4 NBA championships and the MVP and on and on and on, and just one of those phenomenons in the sport of NBA basketball.
One of the most dominant big men, and I'll never forget, it was my last year, it was his rookie year, and I tell you what, he came out there and, you know, he made a dunk over Chief and I that was ridiculous. He was young, he could jump, he was just cut, and Chief looks at me and he says, about time to think about retiring. And I said, yep.
So how good was Shaquille O'Neal? Well, it ain't a secret that Shaquille was one of the best bigs to ever play the game. But the way I see it, there were 2 different Shaqs. The young Shaquille O'Neal that played for the Orlando Magic was a freak of nature. A 7-footer who could handle the ball and had the power of a train was unheard of. And then there was the Lakers Shaq, the most powerful and dominant force since Will Chamberlain. If Shaquille O'Neal really wanted to put in the work, he could have been probably the best big to ever play the game. But instead, he chose to be the most entertaining player to ever play the game. And for what it's worth, he did it his way, and that's the reason why he never will be forgotten. Hey, and thanks for watching this video. We really hope you enjoy our content, and if you'd like to support our channel, you can do these things. First, subscribe to our channel and click the notifications button so you will always be up to date when we upload a new video. And also check out our Facebook page, you will find the link underneath the video. Likes are very appreciated. Thanks a lot.